Let's just do a cold open.
We should do a cold open. I love cold opens.
And say what in it?
This!
We should, we should talk about how it's a cold open.
When does the opening end?
He'll play the song. He'll interrupt us.
Just randomly, whenever he decides, all right, open, done.
Yeah.
Here's the song.
Yeah. Then the
Makes sense.
podcast
I
starts.
just bound to work.
It's true.
There's nothing that can go wrong with that.
Are you doing it?
Pizza time.
So you do a cold open or what?
I was waiting for the clam on that.
We should probably do a cold open after the intro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is great. Episode 74 of A Pizza My Life. It starts off like that. I'm Pizza Eric, of course, with Sean Sauce. Our guest this week, returning from episode 18, way back in the day, the guy who made our intro music, made the
And our
end
outro,
music,
yeah.
makes a lot of good music. It's Shoes Guy.
Yeah, the best cold opens come after the theme song, as I always say.
Yep, you darn right. You darn right. How's life going? What have you been up to lately?
Oh, you know. No, I've been
What have you been
working on an album.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do I say?
As we discussed before this started,
Yeah.
Eric
Yeah.
loves when you do that.
when I referred that we've been talking before.
No,
Yes.
that's fine.
No,
That's fine to
no,
say, like, we were talking about this earlier.
No, I'm sorry. I
but
walked
it's
right
when
in.
you...
Yeah, I walked right
10
in.
seconds ago
and
and
just
sat
started
down.
recording.
I didn't say a single word to either of you. I just walked in.
Come in, don't say
These are-
anything.
It's all
This is
good.
the first words I said.
Yeah.
It's cold open.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just don't like when you reference something that we said previously before we started recording, and then, like, there's no mention of, like, where that came from. You just be like, we were talking earlier.
I give
what do
exactly.
you
We're just
mean?
talking earlier, and I
Yeah,
just
we were
want to bring up
talking
the
earlier.
point that we're
People
talking
can't understand that we were talking earlier.
Yeah.
It's not that hard of a
about. Like
concept
how we
to-
got there is
It's
irrelevant.
the illusion of the podcast.
It wasn't even like a very detailed thing, you know?
Yeah. Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, I don't know.
How's the album going?
It's gone off the rails already.
You're working on an album.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
How many tracks on the album are you shooting for?
So I'm shooting for 13.
It's a good number.
It's a standard amount,
It's
right?
a lucky number.
Is that a standard amount?
Yeah, it's usually around 12, 13 tracks for an album.
Yeah, like to minimum of 10.
Unless it's like a rap album, then
8
they'll
to
have
10.
interludes and weird skits.
I
and then
hate
there's
interludes
20
and skits.
tracks.
Yeah,
Get
I
those
don't
out.
know.
Why are those? It's
I
not.
like
It's an album.
I
Yeah,
like
I don't know what that
interludes.
is. I don't.
You like interludes?
I like interludes.
Why?
I like intros. I'll
Why?
say that. Gets you ready
But
for the next song.
but okay, in an album, I just want it to just be music. I don't want the intro or anything.
I need to get prepared.
Are you doing skits in between your tracks?
I'm not doing skits in between.
Are you
my
thinking about doing
tracks.
skits?
Are you gonna do?
I've thought about that in the past. I had a concept album
Yeah.
that I wrote, but I didn't record because I was lazy. And it had like it wasn't skits in between, but it was like there was things leading from one thing to another thing.
Yeah, I do like it when an album has a flow where like it kind
think
of
it's-
mixes and like a song ends and it kind of flows right into the next one.
the intro. And
Well,
the
I don't want an
interlude
intro,
and
but I agree that I want the like album to be like one
yeah.
cohesive like.
Yeah.
thing.
Well, sometimes you want a
Story.
little connecting, like you want an intermediate. If you're going from one thing to another different thing, you can get an intermediate thing in the middle.
Intros are
And
just
it
waste of time.
You don't know.
Interludes waste of time.
I've had some intros that got me hyped.
How?
Which one? Name two.
Album is typically 7 songs and runs over 30 minutes. So you know.
Well, anyway,
You Googled it?
Yeah.
the LP.
Yeah, a 3-track release can be specified
Is that
as
like a
an EP.
minimum though?
Yeah.
No, it just says typically.
So wait, so
It's
EP
fine,
is 3
fine.
tracks, LP is
I feel
7
like a
tracks.
6
Yeah.
If
And
I
then-
bought a 6-track album though, I'd feel.
I feel like that has to be
Yeah.
like from back in like the record days.
Yeah,
Like on a
that's-
record, you
yeah,
had
that's-
7
Yeah,
songs.
like that fits on
Yeah.
that fits on a vinyl.
Like
Yeah.
when you were time limited and you were also doing like a 5-minute long song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now every time you buy a vinyl, it's a double.
How long
Kanye
is
had
a
like
CD?
2.
Is CD 60 minutes?
I don't
or
think it
80
matters.
minutes?
Kanye
They
had
go up
2.
to 80 minutes, I think.
Kanye had 2 albums that were both like 7 songs.
Yeah, Kanye is an outlier. He's
a crazy person.
He just does whatever he
Yeah.
wants.
Lunatic.
Well, these days you
Yeah.
do whatever on an album.
I mean, that's true.
It's all digital, you know. You
Yeah.
have to get it pressed.
Not necessarily, but if you want to make that The big bucks.
That
Satisfy
also-
the fans. Vinyl's been really huge. And then you order them, and then they're like, oh, production delay because COVID.
Yeah, everything's a production delay.
The fuck?
Also, I feel like if you buy stuff digitally, it should just always be cheaper. And they're
It
trying
100% should.
but they're always charging it like the same amount, if not a little bit more. Like for certain things, like movies, if you buy a digital movie, you save all the money on distribution, all the money on...
Yeah, still $15-$20.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with
What?
video games. The video games should all be cheaper. No.
fuck
well,
is that?
not video games.
No, but movies too. Movies are still like $20 if you buy it digitally.
Maybe. Yeah.
Stupid.
It is dumb.
What a scam.
I
Will
don't
I
like
pay
it.
it? Yeah.
I don't like it at all. Not
No.
one bit. But you still want it, so you still pay
I know
it.
that's what I'm saying. I'll pay it. So
Still-
like, fuck you guys, but
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
no, it's very dumb. Like
just
you
more-
saved a bunch of money on me, and you get to
I feel
charge
like
me more.
music's
profit.
cheaper though.
Well, music you're not paying
Could you
usually per
imagine-
song.
Yeah, well that's
Or
true.
per
Can you
album.
imagine paying like it used to be like $17 or something for an
Yeah.
album? That's ridiculous.
That is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
New CD comes out. You want the deluxe edition? It's $24.99.
You want one song or something?
Oh fuck!
You're like I liked one song.
Yeah.
I just
So I'm
want.
gonna
I
pay
just-
20.
That's why
bucks
now
for
that's
it.
what I call music was so good because you could just pick one song
Yeah.
from a bunch of different albums.
That's true.
You had Zoot Suit Riot.
That's the one you picked out.
Do you remember? Now that's what I call music. Volume 1 had Zoot Suit Riot.
Did
it
it
was
have
great.
Zoot Suit Riot
Yeah.
on it?
I only had volume 8.
I think
Yeah. What was on that one?
Clint Eastwood.
like Gorillas. Yeah.
What's your favorite
Probably
one-hit
good.
wonder?
My favorite one-hit
Yeah.
wonder. What? Take on Me. Aha.
That's your
Were they
favorite?
one hit?
What's your
Yeah, I guess they
favorite?
were. What
Yeah.
about you?
I don't know.
I mean, that's a tough question.
Mambo number 5.
Mambo number 5, and there was 4 others that we just didn't know about.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Mambo number 6.
Yeah, when is it
might
gonna
be
come out?
one.
Lou Bega.
Where is it, Lou?
Is it Lou Bega or Lou Vega?
Lou Bega.
Yeah, Lou Bega.
Where is it, Lou?
Where is it, Lou?
Boy.
Where
Do you
is
feel
it,
like
Lou?
he's canceled? Like I feel like I'm surprised that he
Wait,
hasn't
is
been
he?
canceled.
Don't.
I don't
Is
know.
he? Don't.
I don't know, but don't
For
you
that
think-
song or just in general?
Don't.
Maybe all the above.
You know, just you're assuming he's been canceled.
I mean, it was a very sexually driven song.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think there's anything in that song that was cancel worthy.
Was there anyone that had that was a one-hit wonder that you thought was for sure gonna have like another just banger?
Probably, yeah.
Like-
Off the top of my head, I don't know.
I'm sure this guy has more songs, but was it Gautier, the someone that you used to
yeah.
know?
Yeah, they were big for
That
for
was
a
like
while.
the biggest song in
That
the
was such a
world or
massive
something
song.
like that for like a while.
And then he's done nothing as far as I know.
What was that one guy that sang like 1738 and
Fetty Wap. He had a
Fetty
couple,
Wap.
but he had a
He
couple
had like
songs.
3 songs and
Yeah.
like one album, and then
1738.
nothing's been as big as those songs since.
Yeah, he has vision
That
problems.
guy, yeah, but I thought that was like that
He's
was
missing
good.
an eye.
Yeah,
No, I
I
didn't
thought
know
that was like a cool, like he was a tough
Yeah, it was good.
dude, but
And he
yeah,
was just
he's
done.
disappeared. But I think he's still making music, but it's just no one cares.
Yeah, I feel like Flow Rider also like made like a
Fetty.
pivot. Like Flow Rider started off trying to be a rapper, and then he quickly realized, "Nah, I can't rap. I'm gonna do pop."
I think he realized I need to be more like Pitbull.
True, Pitbull has the formula. Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide.
Me not working hard. Yeah, right. Picture that with a Kodak. That's what he said.
What a line.
Better yet, go to
pretty
Times
good.
Square, take a picture of me with a Kodak.
Sean
I'm gonna
Kingston.
steal that.
Sean Kingston, I feel like had one album.
It's
and
gonna
then
be
was
on the
done.
new album.
Just that line.
That line.
Nice.
You
Make
should.
a
I'm
whole
gonna
song.
steal that
out of
whole song.
Yeah, make a whole song out of that.
I'm just gonna record it.
Yeah.
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 On
Yeah,
a
Pitbull,
Walkman.
Neo.
Can you steal music if it's
Yeah.
not like good?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's
No,
possible.
I think it's.
I
it's
think
fine.
you can maybe potentially get away with it more.
Yeah.
Because people are like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alex, your album.
Maybe like at a certain point, they'll just try to pass the blame off on you. They're like, yeah, he wrote that. You know, if you steal a bad song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Is that a good idea?
It's not the worst thing though, because then you get known for both.
For bad songs.
Yeah, but I'm saying you get known for their song and yours. You're like, yeah, he wrote that.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing. It's still that song's still massive.
Yeah.
Even though it sucks.
Yeah. Sometimes bad songs get really popular.
What's the one? We probably just don't know enough of these songs because it's in
We didn't
Spanish.
prepare for this at all.
No, but what's the what's the one? What's the one with Justin Bieber? The Despacito.
Oh yeah.
Despacito, yeah.
Despacito.
Yeah.
What about it? Just
I-
bringing that up
I don't know of any other songs from that guy. Don't even know who he is.
from
biggest
Justin
song.
Justin
Bieber.
Bieber done.
Yeah, he was just randomly
One
on that
hit
track.
wonder.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was a massive
It's
that's
the
like
only
the most
English part.
that's like the most viewed video on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah, Despacito.
Over Psy? Psy, another one hit wonder.
Yeah.
Gangnam Style.
Don't we miss that?
Yeah.
The simplicity of 2013 and Gangnam Style.
That was from 2013.
That was 2013.
I think
Holy
so.
shit.
I think it was around
fun.
that time.
That's a long time ago.
I was just a baby.
No, you weren't.
Had a baby face.
You were in college, almost done with college.
What, 2013?
You're done with college, probably, right?
Yeah, I just graduated.
Yeah, just a baby.
Just a baby.
Just a baby.
In the world, yeah.
graduate.
In the world. The album you're working on.
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you're having with it?
Working on it.
You
I keep putting it off.
Doing it.
Just like I keep falling asleep on the couch,
That is a challenge, yeah.
and then instead of recording, and
That's tough.
Missing,
That
yeah.
part's tough.
yeah.
Do you have all the songs written out? Like, do you have
pretty much.
the structure and the plan? You just have to make them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you
Like,
have
I
the
got
music
some
decided
stuff.
for them all, or do you have to make like the music for them?
So like I have some stuff that I got to figure out still, like music and some lyrics, but like
Yeah, you got to figure that out.
well, I
for the
mean, some of
album.
the music I have basically written. The problem is it's just me too, so it's like I can't just play with a band and be like, oh yeah, that's how it's
That's
gonna go.
true.
So
That's
it's like
true.
once it's time to record, you record like one track and then you put another one on there and you're like, oh shit, that.
So
doesn't
let's
go the
really
way I
like
thought
light a
it would.
fire under your ass. When's the album coming out?
Like February-ish,
Of what year?
2022.
February 2022.
February-ish of 2022.
That's what I'm shooting for. I'm way
Coming
off
up.
at this
Okay,
point.
Q1 of 2022.
Yeah,
It was attainable at one point.
it's an album from Shoes.
Well, now it's out there. So
Still very
listen here
attainable,
first.
I think.
Q1. We'll say Q1.
Q1 of 2022.
Maybe it'll come out
Q1.
on my birthday.
End of March.
Look forward to it.
What?
I'm saying end of March.
My birthday?
I'm
Or
saying
just
end of
the-
March is how
Maybe. I'm not telling people when my birthday is because then
want
they'll know when I'm saying I might release it. Now locked in.
I mean, you're locked in right now to Q1 of 2022.
That's true.
It's a
Yeah.
3-month span.
Yeah.
So
All right. Q1 of 2022.
that's a slow can open, I feel like.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I have a guest vocalist.
Oh, yeah? Who?
I can't tell you.
You're just looking at Eric. Is it Eric?
Is it going to be me?
It's a secret.
I'll be on it.
You were going to be on that concept album.
There was a concept album?
already
I
said
didn't-
that.
Oh,
You
was
said
that
that.
before we started recording?
No, you said that during this.
Yeah.
wasn't paying
Okay.
attention.
Yeah.
Was it while I was opening the can?
No, it was like
Yeah.
10 minutes ago.
You're gonna be Dr. Science essentially, but unnamed.
I'll join in. I mean,
No, you're not in this one. You're not
but like
allowed-
if you got
you're
an
not allowed
idea,
to
if you need someone
be. No,
else,
I do actually. I do.
You know, if you need someone
If
else to come in and do a Pitbull
if
impression,
anybody listening
me not
wants
working
to be
hard.
involved in this album, just contact me at.
Yeah. What's your Twitter handle?
I don't have a Twitter handle.
You do.
Well, I do.
Yeah, you do.
You just don't know.
Alex. Do you know it?
I don't know it,
It's
but
like
I know
A,
it. Yeah.
M,
Yeah.
and
And tell me the numbers.
12 numbers.
Tell me the numbers.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a very fake
I
profile.
don't know. I don't even know if I have what.
You definitely have.
I have an email.
You can email us at apmlpod@gmail.com,
Yeah,
and we
let
will
me
try
know.
to get you in touch with Alex.
Let me know if you want to be involved.
if you want to be on his album.
I have one song. And you're going to be involved.
I'm excited
I
for
haven't
it.
told you yet.
I'll happily be on it. I'll come on there. I got a
You
great
too,
singing
you're gonna
voice.
be awesome.
What's a
involved.
concept album?
I've got a
by
great
the way?
singing voice.
It's just like, like it's, instead of being like, hey, here's a collection of like generally, here's a bunch of songs.
Okay.
And maybe they're loosely linked. It's like, I have a very strong, like, theme going here. And then essentially in this, I got basically a story.
You're telling a
line.
story. Were they going to be songs?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a musical.
They're all going to be skits.
yeah.
Are all the songs in
funny.
the album like? Are they related? Are they all?
What, this
Do
album?
they all tie into like
Not
one
the-
greater story?
Not the concept album.
No. Okay.
I'm not doing a concept album. That's not what I expect.
Stop pressuring me.
Stop talking.
I'm getting lost
No,
here between
this one.
these
Okay, this
multiple
one.
albums.
In
that
the
you're working
actual
on.
album,
Neither
When
will
does the
come out.
concept album come out?
it's never coming out.
All
Well,
right.
it might come out.
Unreleased, just like my one episode on your podcast, unreleased
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, that-
have a
I-
habit
it's
of
3
doing
years
that.
ago.
It turns out that episode was really bad.
I'm still editing it. Yeah.
Yeah, 3-4
No,
years ago.
on the album, they're not really. No, they're not really tied together.
Okay.
Just all random songs.
Yeah, they're a bunch of not tied together songs.
You know what you should do? Just start DMing singers on Instagram and see if any of them want to be on the album.
I don't want them to be on it.
Okay. Well, never mind.
It's too much pressure.
Yeah, it's just me and
Having
you,
a
Sean.
real
On
singer.
it.
It's just you
Just,
and anybody who emails me.
I mean, people have heard my voice. It'll be
Yeah.
angelic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know you got a
Lips of an angel sound so sweet.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
I'll just have
If I keep it in
How
like
do you
that
top
in
that?
that spot, I mean that's
I'll have him
How
do
do you
all the
top that?
vocals.
yeah.
Yeah, bring Sean in as a vocal.
Yeah, we'll be in talks.
We'll be a band.
Yeah.
Dusty
Yeah.
Cobra 2.
That
Dusty
was-
Cobra 2.
Well, that'd be
there
Dusty
was
Cobra
a Dusty
3.
Cobra 2.
Oh, Dusty Cobra 3.
Yeah. Dusty Cobra 2 was, I think, just me and
Did
Eric.
Dusty Cobra or Dusty Cobra 2 ever do anything? Like,
No, there's never anything.
you had like 3 band
I would,
practices.
Let me fill in the crowd here. Alex and I have had like several band practices. You can call it band practices.
Just
we would
hangouts.
hang out and jam together.
sessions.
Me on the drums. Alex is on guitar. Alex is great at guitar. And we jam out. And Alex would say frequently, he'd be like, "Dude, yeah, like let's get a gig going. Let's do a gig." And
Hey, she was in the band.
That's gonna play so well.
yeah, that'll make a lot of sense to everyone
I
listening.
mean, you know,
Yeah.
this is correct.
But yeah, so we jammed a few times, but you'd be like, "Yeah, let's get a gig," but we never,
Even acknowledge like
we
anything
never
about that.
came. I think it's good to just leave that vague. That plays well. You would say, "Yeah, let's have a gig," but we would never actually get to the point where we had a full song like that we could play really well. We would get close to a
Yeah.
couple songs
would also
where we
look-
could play decently,
Yeah.
and then we'd be like, "Well, let's just move on to something else."
Toxic.
Yeah, "Toxic" by Britney Spears.
I would also
Yeah.
love for you guys
That'd be
to
for sure
book
an
a gig
example.
and show up with one song.
with one song, and then the rest we're just gonna jam.
Yeah.
Probably be toxic.
And we sounded fine jamming, but it would have
Yeah.
been. It
Yeah.
was never close, I think, to getting to the stage.
There was no I feel there's no driving force behind the band. We were just meandering aimlessly.
Yeah.
You
all
guys,
the
it sounds like
time.
you guys need a manager /
Yeah.
agent. Like you need someone to push you.
What
I
would
think
you
we needed someone with some drive to actually do something.
for being?
That's
in
what I'm
a-
saying. You need someone to push you. That's why we're putting Q1
Just raw
2022
talent.
for your
Yeah.
albums because that's motivation.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
The album's coming along.
And
I
we're
don't
gonna
do
mention it every
anything-
week. We're
yeah.
gonna say, "Hey,
I
album."
don't do anything unless there's multiple fires lit under me,
Yeah. Hence, the band really did not go anywhere.
and then I usually don't anyway.
It's like we're gonna break your fingers if you don't release this album
That's what I need.
by March of 2022.
Man, that's intense.
Yeah, well, get ready because we're gonna break your fingers. this
Sean's
time.
an
Yeah, that's
intense
fine.
guy, dude.
Yeah,
He'll
we're gonna break your fingers.
I'll
He'll
come
break
back
a finger.
on the podcast so you can break my fingers.
live on the
Live.
podcast.
First
Wow.
for the podcast.
Episode 100.
First finger breaking.
Like a glow stick.
Yeah.
Wow.
We can do it as a cold open.
Wouldn't you love to see
Finally
that?
have a cold open.
right at the
You
beginning, just
don't want to
broken
do
finger.
so bad. Hate
Lord.
doing.
That'd get taken off YouTube.
Would it?
No,
What,
probably
breaking
not.
someone's fingers?
I don't think it would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Which finger would you be willing to break?
It'd be demonetized at least.
Well, with the zero money that we bring in, anyways.
Hold on, they're gonna demonetize us. Hold on.
Literally.
That's a joke. You should pay
Hold
us.
on.
25 cents.
Yeah.
I gotta start
Maybe.
making those
I-
view
I
counts.
might-
Yeah.
private.
What finger would you want broken? If you had to choose one.
It's probably by my right hand, like a pinky.
Why on your right hand? Are you left-handed?
I play guitar.
Yeah, because you gotta play
So
guitar
I
with
use
the left hand.
I use this
more.
pinky.
I like how you're
But I don't-
only
I-
viewing this for
Specifically
playing
guitar.
guitar.
Okay, so it's like
not
if,
anything
no,
else.
no.
that
But
you're
if you had to
doing.
break a finger, what finger would you break?
I feel like a ring finger is like
you'd rather
even-
break a ring finger than a pinky finger.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing with the pinky? I feel like that's like it's at the end. I
Wait,
don't
where's
know.
the break at? Are we-
What
are we
specifically for
breaking-
hitting like control on a keyboard?
No, okay, no. I'm just saying in general. Like, I feel like if you're like gripping stuff, like I'd rather have this pinky finger doing something. The ring finger,
can't
it
grip
still
with it.
has, but the ring finger, like you
Wait, you
still
can
have like
still-
full
you
grip
got
of everything else.
The hand. Where is the break at? Is it like far off in the
right?
finger?
It's in this little middle section.
The whole
See, I think
finger
it'd be
is just
pinky. I
destroyed.
think it'd be
From
pinky,
knuckle down.
and then I use this pinky more than I use. I don't use
How
the
often do you
pinky.
use that pinky?
I play guitar. I just said that.
That's the only time.
So I use this one, but how often do I use this pinky? That's the real question. It's
fair, I guess.
I don't.
You're going splintless with it then.
What?
It's not put. You wouldn't put a splint on
that's
it.
a question if this got broken.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe.
Eric, what finger would you want broken?
I'd go left pinky.
Yeah, not right pinky.
Yeah, because I don't.
same-
I will accept that afterwards. I will not be able to play guitar. Can't really play
I feel
guitar
like
a
it's
whole
the
lot
same reasoning.
before, but my right hand is more valuable. I want to keep my right hand intact.
I agree with that. I still feel like I feel like ring and pinky are almost interchangeable. Like, what are you doing
I
with
don't
the ring
agree with
finger?
that.
What are you doing with the ring finger?
The ring finger is a lot more powerful.
What are you doing with
I
it?
don't know. Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like it's you. I'm picking pinky finger to get rid of way before ring.
Well,
finger.
now it's get rid of, or is it just?
Here's the thing though, too. Like your hand doesn't want to bend if you're like splinted. Like you were saying, I'm not talking to my mic. If you were splinted,
I mean, that's true. If you're splinted,
How are
it's
you
a
gonna
lot
close
tougher.
your hand,
It's a lot
you know?
tougher with.
Yeah,
you can do the pinky out easy.
Whereas you can pinky out.
I agree with that part. What
Super
toe would you
easy.
want broken?
Pinky toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just a useless toe. I don't know why it's even there.
The answer is pinky for all
Everything.
persons.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just simple.
Who's your favorite character from Pinky and the Brain?
Pinky or the brain. Or no, did they have the Animaniacs too?
That was like a.
That was part
short.
of the show, but
Yeah, in the
overall
middle.
there was it was
Yeah.
like the two halves.
Yeah,
But
but
the Animaniacs and
Was it
then
a full half?
and then Pinky and the
I thought it
Brain.
was just a short in the middle.
weren't they tied in?
I don't think they were tied in. They were in the same universe, but
The Warner Brothers universe.
Were they in the same universe? Yeah. The extended.
This is
the
quite the
Warner
podcast.
Brothers EU.
Yeah, the Warner Brothers extended universe. Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
I always liked the Brain. I was rooting for him.
He was a dick though.
And then Pinky would just ruin his plans.
Actually, yeah, I think Brain is the. That's
Brain
what I'd
was a
pick.
dick.
I would pick Brain.
He was a dick.
2
He's
to
an
1,
asshole.
Sean. You're out. You've been voted off the island.
Pinky- He's
Well,
taller.
they say like that Pinky's the actual genius.
Yeah, why?
Cause like I don't remember. Cause like Brain
I have heard that theory
always
before.
fails. You know, he's not actually taking over the world. He's just trying. He's an idiot.
He's also a mouse.
And Pinky like kind of like gets him to stop that. I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't watched that show in like
Dude, just wanted to
20
bring it
years.
up.
That is, I have heard that theory though.
Yeah. We've
Yeah.
all heard that theory.
I have not
Oh,
heard that
we all know the theories
when you're
about
on the
old
internet
cartoons.
And
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
looking
yeah.
up Pinky and the Brain theories.
Oh, geez, let's get this back on track to being something. Do you have any interest when these cartoons like reboot at all?
Depends. I don't know
You
where
know?
you're going with this.
Yeah,
Like
which,
the
like,
Looney
what?
Tunes have come back and they're on HBO,
Have they?
right?
Oh,
I
on
didn't
HBO.
know
Do you
that,
care
actually.
at all?
No.
No, I didn't even know it was a thing.
No, in general,
No.
like when they make like spin-offs or reboots of old shows, sometimes they're like, oh, I'll watch that, and then they're always bad. Like Boy Meets World, great show. We'll watch like the old show, but they did Girl Meets World.
Yeah.
So bad.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, they did. And like Corey and Topanga were in it.
It
Yeah.
seems like it would be bad.
It was very bad.
I mean, I like the idea of it.
Yeah, but they just made it too like
But
Disney
was it
now.
bad or was it just, you're too old for it?
No, because you can rewatch Boy Meets World and still like, oh, yeah, this is good.
Because of the nostalgia or because
No, I think it's still good. You got life lessons. You got Mr.
Yeah.
Feeney teaching you good stuff.
It was probably
Yeah.
better than Girls Meet World or Girl Meets
Meets
World.
World.
Girls Meet World. What, did you watch that?
Sounds like it could be something else.
Yeah,
Did we just teach you about that show a minute ago?
I love that show.
Did you watch that?
All right.
Oh, that's bad. Also, they're apparently doing a spin-off of that 70s show on Netflix.
Yeah.
That 90s show.
Yes.
They already did a spinoff.
Yeah,
with
that 80s.
show
And it had
was
Glenn Howerton in it.
bad, right?
It was very bad.
Failed
Very bad.
immediately.
Yeah, but they're doing it on
They're trying
Netflix.
it again.
They're bringing in Kitty and Red are back in it.
That's what I think is the weird thing. Yeah, Kitty and Red are going
As the
to be in it
grandparents.
as like grandparents, and
Yeah.
it's going to be some kids like
It's
visiting
Eric
them.
and Donna's
kids. Yeah, so it's their
kids
grandkids
visiting.
visiting them
Didn't
in
they, like,
1995.
Break up in this final season.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure how it ended was that she like was with someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
now
don't
they're
know.
back together and they have kids.
Apparently.
No one
I
saw
hope
the
they-
final
I hope
season,
they
so
explain that.
Who cares?
Off-screen?
I hope they explain that.
Yeah, what the
cares?
hell?
No, Eric moved to Africa.
I remember that. That was stupid. That was like when that happened. It was like, okay, so this show is going on for longer
Yeah,
than the cast
if
wants.
you ever lose, if you ever
you
end up
lose the main
losing like the main
character.
character, same with The Office. You lost Steve
Yeah.
Carell
end
and it
the
went.
show.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you should. You should.
End the show right
They always
there.
want to take it going like a little bit farther.
But
Or
they're
like-
like, oh no, money.
Do
Yeah.
you remember 8 Simple Rules? And like,
Yes.
obviously he died. So
The original
It's a little
show.
bit different.
So it's different, but you shouldn't have kept going.
Yeah.
The fact
This,
that
the show is called. It was called 8 Simple Rules for
dating my teenage daughter.
And
Way
then
too
the
long of a
dad
show title. Glad
character
they realized that.
dies,
for like
and
season
then it
2.
doesn't.
But yeah, John Ritter.
The title itself, yeah, John Ritter dies.
And then they just like wrote it into the show of like, oh,
doesn't even make
yeah.
the title doesn't even make sense anymore.
Didn't they do that with
The main
Roseanne?
character.
Because she got canceled.
Yeah,
So like
it
they
became
brought
the
back
Connors.
Roseanne, yeah, and then she got canceled, and they're just like, oh yeah, we got divorced or something.
Yeah, they're like, well, let's keep this going with John
Yeah.
Goodman.
Oh, really?
Good for
They
him
try to
still
keep
being
going.
alive too.
John Goodman.
He's lost a lot of weight.
I know. He seems like a guy who like would have died a while ago.
Great
Well, he
job,
lost a
John
lot of
Goodman.
weight.
Just staying alive. We
Taking
love
care
it.
of himself now.
We
I mean,
appreciate you.
I'm just saying,
staying
like
alive.
every time I see that John Goodman's alive, I'm like, wow. Good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad he's still going.
Glad he's still going. Actually, same with not as much, but like Tim Allen. Like when they have a new Toy Story and Tim Allen is still
That he's still alive?
is still going. I'm like, oh okay,
Oh, there he still has a career.
yeah.
Do you think it's
I thought
weird?
that he's still alive.
Disney Plus announced a Buzz Lightyear show. Buzz Lightyear is going to be voiced by Chris Evans.
I don't like that.
I don't like anything about that, really.
Well, you don't like Chris Evans? Sorry, this is a visual podcast.
Yeah, shaking your head works on a podcast.
They did. Oh, actually, this is what made me think of John Goodman too. Is they did a Monsters Inc. show, and John Goodman was in that, voicing Sully.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good, man.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, but I watched that. That was good.
What,
I liked
Better
it.
Call Saul?
No, no, the Monsters Inc. Show.
The kids show?
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
sure it would be.
I fucking love Pixar.
Yeah,
Monsters Inc. Was good. The
Watching the,
sequel
like,
was
little-
good.
Yeah.
Watching the little
Prequel.
kids TV shows. I don't know how you
I
get
don't
through
know,
that.
Is it
What do you-
similar to
I mean,
the
it wasn't
movie?
as good as like the movie, but
Oh,
so it was more like I watched. And I was like,
Yeah.
But still, it's Pixar, dude. Pixar's good.
Pixar is good. I support it, but
what's your favorite Pixar movie?
Incredibles.
Incredibles is a very good one. I
Love
agree.
it.
Oh, you're saying
No,
Incredibles
no,
too,
no, I
or-
would
Ooh,
say,
I might
agree
go
with
up.
that.
I might go up. It's
Inside
either-
Out.
Incredibles are up.
I
for
like
me.
up, yeah.
Inside Out.
But I'm not picking up
What are you picking?
Wally.
Yeah, I don't know. The worst one
Well,
is
it's good
Good
one. It's
Dinosaur.
classic.
Or Cars 2.
Wait, what?
The Good Dinosaur?
Good Dinosaur,
Oh.
that's bad.
Very bad.
Didn't look
Cars,
Cars
2
2,
is terrible.
bad.
I don't know what they were doing that. All of a
No.
sudden, it was a spy movie with
Yeah.
Larry the Cable Guy as the main character.
Owen Wilson was on SNL this last
What the fuck
week.
is that?
And he and they were doing Cars 4 and he goes in and he's just like doing like hitting on young cars or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if this is like a nice story arc for
What's the issue?
Lightning McQueen.
The one guy says, "What's the ish?" Oh.
Yeah.
What's the ish? Oh,
Anyways.
I don't know if you would say that.
Right to the mic.
Okay. What is going on? Alex, you all right?
Yeah.
You all right? Okay.
This so far.
Just cracked the can open right in the mic.
I had nothing to say.
Oh boy. Woo. Dry the eyes.
Oh boy.
Dry the eyes. Bring it back.
Oh, we probably should have planned this better.
Bring it back. Wow.
Oh boy.
Ooh, all right. Let's I feel like that's a good spot to jump into some hot topics.
Yeah.
Are you gonna edit that out?
No, that'll be cut out. That'll be a clip on the socials and everything.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, that's good.
What were you gonna say?
What was I gonna say?
Yeah, like you went to go say something and then you just were like,
Oh yeah.
nothing to say.
Yeah, it's just like that's for the listeners at home, you know, because they're not, they're not watching. They
Just
can't
wanted them to get a good audio of that.
feel like
that
they're
can
in the
open.
room with us.
All right, our first hot
I'm
topic.
so confused why that seems so funny.
I'm
Confused. I mean, I'm confused myself, but it just really made me laugh.
it just came out of nowhere. I didn't even realize he had the can up to the mic. God, I'll have to watch that back because he just had the can. I just look over, he's got the can right there, and he's just crack it open,
And then he sits there and he goes,
and then nothing.
no.
Just interrupted us talking about Pixar. Whew, okay.
It's very hot in
I feel
here,
like
too.
Whew, okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, our
I
first
took off my sweatshirt.
our first hot topping. A man quits drinking alcohol.
Okay.
He then starts consuming metal, and he has 2 pounds of hardware removed from his stomach.
Why was metal his
Yeah.
go-to after alcohol?
He
Can't drink, gotta fucking eat metal.
A man in Lithuania had emergency surgery to remove bolts, screws, and nails from his stomach after he swallowed them in a bizarre attempt to stop drinking. He is now in stable condition.
But there's no background on why he thought metal was the right move?
I don't know, man. He just admitted that he swallowed a ton of metal. It was in an effort to stop drinking alcohol.
Okay.
I feel like someone should have asked him more questions. Like, why was that your move?
Yeah, there's a very clear follow-up question that was not asked.
Yeah.
That was
Like,
It
I
was
know
at
people-
least not asked for the story. It literally, like, that is it.
that
That's all the...
I know, like, people, like, if they
information
try
we
to
have
stop
on
drinking,
it.
sometimes we're like, all right, I'm just going to drink, like, pop constantly because, like, you just want something
Yeah.
other than, like, water to still drink.
I don't know why you would go to metal.
Metal is never the option.
I can't imagine trying to swallow a nail.
maybe like it's a.
Do you think he was doing a nail? I think
That's
he
what
was
it
just doing-
said.
Maybe it's like he.
That's what he
All
said.
the heavy metal poisoning
Nails, screws, and
made
nuts.
him like inebriated. You know.
I also think it was the nails.
Oh, like that just got him his own
Yeah. he was,
type
like,
of drunk?
Drunk because
Maybe.
he's all fucked up from the metal.
Also, if you had to eat,
Not good.
like metal, I'd definitely only stick with like the nuts and bolts and go away from the nails and screws.
Yeah, you don't want
It'd be
anything
hard
sharp
to
in there.
swallow.
Like even when you poop that out, that's gonna be awful.
Did he cut it up?
No.
Right.
Put it into a blender.
God, there's some
Blend it all up.
God, there's some long nails in here too. I'm looking
He's
at
doing
the
9-inch
picture.
nails.
Looking at the picture. I mean, look at that. There's some
Oh my
long
God.
nails that,
Yeah.
they're pulling out of him there.
He's going to the
They pulled
railroad and
those
just
out, so he just
Yeah.
swallowed those down.
yeah, it's gotta be really bad for your insides.
Yeah, not great.
Probably.
Not
Just
great
stick
at
with
all.
Well, he had to
Liquid
get
mercury.
him surgically removed, so probably.
Yeah.
That's when the doctors just be like, "Nah, you have to pass that." Sorry,
Ugh.
Yeah, not great.
figure it out.
What
What kind of metal would you eat, Eric?
I would stick to the bolts.
No, like what kind
Wait,
of metal?
bolts?
No, nuts. No, give me the nuts.
No,
Yeah, you like nuts?
Give me the
is
nuts.
better.
Let's do quick pizza podium.
feel like
Which metals would you eat?
Okay.
No,
to stop drinking.
I want you to give like the type of metal.
like
what,
the
iron?
grade of steel.
I feel like aluminum is a nice soft metal.
That's the easiest metal to digest.
Yeah, I feel that's a nice
Aluminum?
I
soft
don't know.
metal.
Would it react weird with your stomach?
I think
acids?
aluminum kind
Maybe.
of,
I feel like a stainless steel.
Aluminum gets sharp.
Yeah, stainless.
4140 or something.
I mean,
Oh, it better not have
liquid
stains.
mercury would be the easiest, but that would also
not
be the very
stainless, but
deadly.
yeah. It's fancy.
What?
What?
Why do you mean it's fancy?
I do ball bearings.
Do you remember hearing about like the kids who like would swallow those like metal magnets
Yeah.
and then they would get like stuck in their stomach and then because they're magnetic they're like
Oh,
pinching
like
stuff
little
together.
kids.
Yeah, I think they were in elementary school.
Do you ever hear? I'm gonna just. Do you ever hear about those people who get magnets? They get them installed in their fingertips
No.
so
Yeah.
they can feel electromagnetic fields. But it wears off after 5 years.
The magnets do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
they lose their
They,
magnetivity.
they just not. Yeah.
Can you not have a credit card in the meantime?
You don't want to touch it with
Yeah,
that
you don't
finger.
wanna touch it
Is that a real thing?
the magnetic thing?
Yeah.
I think you need a
Magnetic,
really
it is
strong
because
magnet
it's
to-
it's part of like people who are like trying to become cyborgs and trying to like enhance the human
Oh,
body.
are you talking? Oh wait,
No, it's not with the magnets.
with the credit
The
card?
credit card, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're trying
Isn't
to
it bad
become
for
cyborg.
Isn't it bad for electronics too? Magnets?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like what are you doing with those hands the whole time?
I think it was specifically
You just gotta move it, keep it a little
back
bit
feel
away.
like one
like
hand?
like
I think it was
I
the
think
old
a
TVs
solid
that
state
did.
hard drive's okay, but it's like when you pull the
when you're just moving it?
thing over to the other side with a magnet.
Okay.
I don't know.
You know.
Yeah.
How like does it feel cool to I guess feel the electromagnetic
guess.
field?
Yeah.
It's like,
feel
is that
like-
like your own type of high? This is
can-
what this guy should
No,
have done.
It's because you can touch like
Cool.
a fridge and then just be like,
Yeah.
ooh, see, it's a magnet.
I think the fact that it wears off after 5 years is like the thing that like is like no.
You gotta
I
get
want-
remagnetized.
Yeah. Why would you? Well, I think you just have to get it removed and put a new one in.
Are you thinking about doing this?
No, because it wears off after 5 years. No.
Wait, how do they do it? Do they
That's what's holding you back.
do they cut open your finger
Yeah.
and then just put a magnet in? Because I feel
And
like it
then
would
they
be
stitch
like
it
I just
back
go
up
under
and
the
it
nail.
heals. Why would you go you lift the nail up?
Oh,
That sounds
Sean, God,
so much
good
worse.
Lord, that's the
I'm just
worst.
saying.
so bad.
Oh,
I feel
that's
like
terrible.
you don't have little scars going on here,
I wonder if you just put it in your
Ugh.
arm somewhere, like if it would still you could feel it.
just like with your arm.
Yeah. There's less nerves.
Do you think that like how strong are these magnets? Like, do you think like
they're pretty strong?
so? Like, are you like if you're at if you're like on the bus or something and you're holding on to like a metal pole and you try to get off, you're like, oh,
You got great grip.
fuck.
No one's taking you off.
I mean, it's just a little thing in your finger.
Yeah, you can
So,
overpower it.
Yeah. You ever had like
but
one
you
of
put
those
a lot of
neodymium magnets?
What?
You like really strong magnets, you know?
Yeah.
And little. It's like you can. They're
Would
strong.
you before you told anyone? I'd sit there and just be like, "Hey guys, watch this! I'm magic," and then just have like a fork like zoom up to my finger.
I mean, dude, how easy would that be? Just reach over, just tap the
I don't
fork.
know
in
if it's
here,
that magnetic though. I think
scoop
it's
it
more
up.
like
You said
paper
it's strong.
I think it's for the size. It's in your fingertip though. You know, you don't have a huge ass magnet in your.
Yeah, like it's not
fingertip.
gonna jump to your hand.
No, but at
But I
least
think
like
you could
right here,
I think you could put like a finger on it and then like lift it up.
just like watch
You
this.
could probably
Just with
like
that.
drag. You could probably drag it. You know, like kind of like you know.
Yeah,
So do we have
Would
to
say.
start looking
But it's
at
not for
magicians
that.
doing this?
we could.
They probably would,
Yeah,
like in the Prestige.
yeah, exactly. Like I got magnetic fingers.
There's a news story that like always kind of like it's a reoccurring thing, but people will be like, "Oh, this person has like magic powers or something," because like stuff sticks to them,
Oh yeah,
and then you find out that it's basically they
they're
just
just
haven't.
gross.
Yeah, they're just gross and haven't taken a bath in months.
Yeah.
Didn't that was a thing with vaccines for a while? People were like, "Oh yeah, like they're putting magnets in your body," and they're like, "Watch this," and I put a spoon on my face and it doesn't move.
Yeah, and it holds. It's like,
just
oh
holds
no,
it.
it's just because you're sweaty.
Yeah, you're gross.
Just because you're a piece of shit.
Gotten sticky.
You're a disgusting
Whoa,
person.
Jeez, the judgment on sticky people.
I can't help it that they're sticky.
All of your sticky listeners are going to stop listening. You're going to get canceled, Eric.
The sticky listeners.
Maybe
Remember?
episode.
Do you remember the sticky bandits
Yeah, from
from
the,
Home Alone 2?
yeah. No, that's the wet.
No, they were the wet bandits in Home Alone 1, and they needed a new thing.
So they were the sticky bandits.
I don't think they were ever the sticky bandits, but
Okay, so you
Marv-
just made
Sticker
this.
bandits.
so
no,
you also
Marv,
just made
Marv
this up?
wanted to be the sticky
Oh,
bandits.
okay.
Because
I
they
thought you
couldn't-
totally just
they
made this
couldn't be
up.
the wet bandits anymore.
Weren't they
I
only
guess they
the?
could be.
Oh,
Why
boy, oh,
couldn't
boy.
they be the wet bandits
But
anymore?
weren't they
Yeah,
also
what's
only-
stopping them?
They got caught and they're back out. Just be the wet bandit. I
weren't
guess
they
they
also
know
the
who
wet-
the wet bandits
But
are.
were they
at
also the
that
wet
point.
bandits only because again Marv wanted to just like run water every time he robbed a
I don't
house?
think they explained it.
No,
they
he
just
did.
kind of did it, right?
No, he did it.
Oh,
He-
maybe they did.
I think he did it at the beginning.
It's worth a rewatch.
Well, yeah, they did it.
Christmas coming up.
But did he explain? He explained.
I think he's like, yeah, that's
I
why
like
we're the wet
running
bandits.
water.
It's like,
I think
it's
they
like
just
a
wanted
calling
to,
card.
I think they wanted to have a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like he was really interested in running water.
No, I never said that. I'm saying like that's
Well,
why he
it's
wanted
what
to,
it sounded
he did
like
that
to
so that
me.
they would be
Yeah,
the
they'd
wet
have a
bandits.
thing. That's why he
Yeah,
wanted
so
to be
you're
the
call- you
sticky
seem to.
bandits next because they needed a thing.
What did he do for making things sticky?
He put tape on his hand.
Well, I feel like that's not like a calling card. You're not leaving things.
Yeah.
Well, that's I
You
don't
have to
think
leave
it's
tape.
Probably why he didn't
Just a
agree
piece
with
of tape.
it.
You have to just put syrup over everything.
What was the other guy's name?
I don't know, Carl.
It wasn't Carl.
I keep wanting to call that guy Al Pacino. It's not.
It's not.
Who is it? It's another.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. Thank you.
I feel like it wasn't this, but it was like Ernie.
I don't know. This is going down too far of a rabbit
Eddie?
hole. Maybe.
I don't know.
Wow. This podcast is going really
If anybody
great.
knows out there, just tweet the pod.
If anyone knows, you can easily search it out.
Yeah, if anyone knows, let us know.
don't cheat.
We don't care.
Don't cheat. Just tell us. don't Google it.
Yeah.
Let's move on to another
I think
hot
I'll
topic.
remember at some point.
If you do, let us know. The next hot topic we have: a drunk couple broke into a water park and then immediately proceeded to break their legs.
That makes sense. So also, if you break into a water park, I'm assuming they don't have like the water running down like the slides or anything the whole time.
Yeah, it was a closed water slide. They went down it and broke their legs.
How did they break their legs?
Yeah.
So here's the story. So the two snuck into the park. A grandma and her friend. They have been drinking. They crawled under a fence. Perfect. And climbed to the top of one of the park's slides. They sat down to go down the slide together after splashing some water from the footbath onto the slide since it wasn't running.
Makes sense. Get a little bit of water going.
Yeah, because if you're at the top of like a dry slide,
Yeah, you have to put a little
bit. Yeah.
splash some
Like
foot
you-
water.
That's
on
why
it.
they didn't just spit on it.
Yeah. They went down. And to their horror, they discovered the end of the slide had a barrel to close it off, and they crashed into it.
Okay, but I doubt even with that little bit of water, you're not going down the slide that fast, probably, right?
I mean, this is a water park. This is, a big twisty,
I know, but
long
don't you think
slide.
that
Remember
it's-
you'd go down the slide, in
You know,
elementary school or whatever?
Yeah,
That's
but
didn't have water.
I feel like you
end-
stick a ton.
I feel like you still probably get moving pretty decent amount,
it's like
just based on how it goes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there's a barrel, because the
Yeah.
way it's designed is so that you fly out and skim
into
along the
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
So you get down to the bottom, and there's a barrel right there at the end. And they
That's also smart thinking by the water park, which means people have broken into that water park before.
thinking.
they sat there for
Yeah,
hours.
because you're putting it so that people can't.
You should put it at the top so they just didn't go down
Should
at
do
all.
both.
That would make way more
That's also
sense.
a lot harder to probably then remove.
Yeah, but
to
then
try
they
to
have to take
sue
the
you or
barrel all the way
something.
to the top.
Exactly.
You can't just put a lid on it. It's
Yeah.
got to be a barrel. They sat there for hours in their own blood, calling for help. Yeah, terrible.
Were they able to sue the water park? Like those people who get they're trying to rob a house and break their legs going down the chimney?
They are threatening to sue the water
Of course,
park.
of course.
See, that's why they should have put the barrel at the top.
Yep.
Or put us if you put a sign and says if you are trespassing, any injuries are at your own risk or something.
I think that's implied anyway.
You would
it
think, but
doesn't-
apparently
you
if they
can
win the
sue-
lawsuit, no.
You can sue people for any reason you want. It's just it's not they're probably not gonna win.
What's something that happened to you that you think you could you probably could have sued someone for? Sued?
Weird question.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't think I've been in that situation.
Like in real life, something that happened that you
Yeah,
could have
that I
actually
could sue
sued
for 'em.
someone.
I'm trying to think of.
A girl pushed me into a tree.
Probably could have sued.
I could have sued her.
I mean, you could have sued.
It was
mean,
on Valentine's Day.
Is there something where it's just I'm trying to think of if something like the hot coffee, hey, this makes a lot of sense, but it didn't say it anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I've never had I'm not that type of person.
I agree.
To be like, oh
Yeah.
my God, this tortilla is too hot. I'm just never going to be that person.
Ooh, Captain Crunch doesn't say caution may destroy the roof of your mouth.
It's never destroyed the roof of my mouth, so I've never been in that
Yeah,
situation.
you don't chew with the roof of your mouth. You chew with your teeth.
Yeah, I've been always chewed with my teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Oops, all berries. You
Oops,
know,
all berries.
Oops, all berries.
Also, okay,
I love some
what
That
about
one was that one was
warheads?
pretty
You have
hard,
too much
yeah.
sour candy,
Oh, it's so sour.
and it starts just destroying the roof of your mouth.
What do you mean the roof of your mouth?
What do you mean the roof? What do you mean? What do you mean? Or and your tongue?
You and your I don't know, you just got a lot of roof of your mouth problems.
The Captain Crunch thing is a common thing.
I guess so,
oh, boy.
especially with the crunch berries.
I was reading more of this. So her name's Claire Vickers.
Nice.
Her friend is Barry Douglas. And they
I thought there's gonna be more to the names.
nope, just Barry Douglas.
Okay.
Barry Douglas.
And Claire apparently had shin bone poking out of her leg.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
What about Barry Douglas?
Barry Douglas broke both of his ankles and his fibular.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yes.
Kind of what you deserve.
Yeah, you definitely deserve it.
So.
Don't break into places.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, wow. He had been skinny dipping.
Oh, they're just going.
There's more to the story.
Wait, just him?
It says
She
Barry
was
had
fully
been
clothed. He was by himself. naked.
Yeah.
Barry had been skinny dipping and ended up passing out in the slide after slamming into the barrier. So they might have been naked as well.
Wait, so were there two slides and they each went down at the same time, they were racing and then they both hit, or did he go down, break his legs, and she went down after?
I think he went down and busted himself up, and then she went down
and hit him, and then
Yeah.
that is what broke her.
Yeah.
That's a bold move.
They didn't go down at the same time.
Barry explained he had to he needs to make serious changes to his life as he is currently in a wheelchair.
No shit.
Hey, dude. Come on, man.
That's a very obvious thing. I need to make serious changes to my life. I broke both my feet going down a water slide when I was drunk and broke into it.
Claire and Barry suggests there should have been better security at the water park.
They all-
Hey, dude, no, just don't be an idiot.
Hey, it's not my fault you guys let me in.
You
Yeah.
big, stupid, dumb.
Dum.
You big, stupid, dumb. Yes. But yeah, that's the hot topping. Have you ever broken in anywhere, Sean?
No.
Alex, what about you?
I don't think so. I don't think I've broken into anywhere. I've been on roofs.
Yeah?
Roofs or roofs.
You're a big...
Some people call them roughs.
Roofs.
Your dog?
Yeah.
Or are you just going on roofs for fun?
Yeah.
What are you doing up there?
You just climbing on the roof.
Just hanging out?
Yeah.
We tried to go into a golf course after hours one time.
Okay.
And then cops were following us, so then we didn't.
Oh.
But we wanted
Wait,
to.
they were already following you?
They were already suspicious.
We were
of your
walking
actions.
near a golf course with a golf bag at like 12 a.m. So, and then a cop like rolled by and like just kept following us.
I was like, I'm going to take a look at what's going on here.
yeah. So it was pretty obvious, but.
Yeah.
And then like my one friend like started trying to get like a little like lippy. I was like, all right, let's just keep walking.
With the cop?
Yeah. The cop's like, hey, what are you guys doing? He was like,
You don't.
it's like, I got early tea time and bring my clubs over to my buddy's house so that we can leave right from there. Like, okay.
Nope, that's not what you're doing.
Not really lippy, though. That was,
No, he's
trying
like,
to
stop
talk
following
his
me.
way
He's
out
like,
of
why are you guys following me?
it. Oh, well, yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
lippy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
No.
But yeah, I'm surprised that didn't work out for you.
Yep. Didn't happen. So.
What was the plan? Just to hit golf balls and lose them?
Yeah, we were drunk, so it was definitely going to be like we were just going to walk in there and we thought like, yeah, basically use this as a driving range.
If it was the middle of the night, why did it have to be a golf course? If you were going to just hit balls and lose
We were
them,
respectful. We were going to, hit it at
just
houses.
a random field.
Yeah, you could have found a field.
In Royal Oak, how many fields?
Just to go to
There's a golf course right there.
True.
It's a lot easier.
True, I guess depending on your situation.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could have found a field.
If we were in like the plains, the Great Plains, it would have started hitting them into open fields.
That's true.
Yeah, if you were in a plantain.
If we were in a plantain.
Yeah. Sean, what's the hot topping you had for us?
This one, I wouldn't say it hits close to home, but it's a little bit more like, relevant to possibly what's coming up for me. But basically, there is a photographer deletes all of the photos that she took for a wedding after being denied a break for food and drinks. So the background on this is that this girl is friends with the groom. She is not a professional photographer. She is a dog groomer, but she has a nice camera and takes pictures of dogs for fun. Basically, the guy's on a budget, says like, "Hey, we're on a tight budget. Will you do this?" She's like, "I'm not really professional." He goes, "Don't worry about it. Like, we just need something cheap. They don't have to be perfect." She's like, "All right, I'll do it."
Yeah.
Also, like, this is your friend, so I'm assuming they would have been invited to the wedding anyway. So now you're basically being like, "Hey, come here and instead of enjoying the wedding, just take pictures the entire time." So she's there. She does the whole getting ready with the bride, does the ceremony, the start of the reception, and it comes time for food. She's been working for 6 hours already. She expected that they would have had a spot at a table where she got like food there.
Yeah.
They didn't, and then she goes, "All right, well, can I take 20 minutes to go grab myself some food and drink?" And the guy says no. And she's like, what, like, I need something. And he goes, you're being paid to be a photographer, so either stay and take pictures or you don't get paid. So she said, all right, deletes all the pictures and walks out. Now this couple doesn't have any pictures of their wedding, and I think it's very justified.
I think it's one of those just, God, that's just a terrible sounding couple. They can't give you 10 minutes to get some food.
They were
like, what pictures do you need? Like at that
well,
time,
everyone's eating. Yeah,
everyone's eating.
Exactly.
Like, what is the issue of getting them some?
I'm
food?
I'm not sure, but I think in general, like the photographer, like during that time would eat.
Yeah, I was just at a wedding a few weeks ago. The photographer sat at my table.
Yeah, exactly. Like usually that's a thing,
food.
especially if it's a friend.
Came over and said he's like, hey, make sure that like I still get a plate and stuff. And we were like, yeah, we got you, fam.
But especially if like it's a friend, like they were gonna be invited anyway. So it's like, what difference does this make now?
Yeah.
And like, you paid $250 for a 10-hour event. That is a ridiculous deal from a normal photographer.
Yeah, for a wedding.
Yeah, they were going very budget on that.
Yeah, she said that they were at like American Legion. And it had no AC, and it was awful.
Did the article though say that it was like when they were eating? Maybe it was some weird time.
No.
Like
she said
like saying their vows, and she wanted to
go, I gotta take a break right now.
Yeah.
No, it said that she was expecting a plate and didn't plate at a table, didn't have that, and then while everyone's eating, said like, "Hey, can I take 20 minutes off to go grab a food and drink?" Okay. And they said no.
Honestly, I wouldn't have even asked. I would have just been like,
"Oh, for sure.
Where's my plate of food?"
Yeah. And this started. She was on "Am I the Asshole" on Reddit.
Yeah,
asking this question No, that's a great
It is bold
subreddit.
to like delete all the pictures. Like that is like.
I think that's worth it. I mean, obviously they can't be friends after this, right?
Do you just tell him you delete the pictures?
She said she did it right in front of him.
Ooh.
Like he said you either leave or you stay and take pictures.
I feel like they weren't
Yeah.
actually that good of friends to begin with, though, right?
Yeah, it sounds like
was
they were
just
not.
Like, oh, this is a person I know who owns a camera.
Yeah, who has a nice
But don't you
camera.
think that if you're gonna ask them to do it like for cheap, like you have to be like they were probably gonna be invited to the
They
wedding?
were probably
though.
an acquaintance, at least.
You don't
Yeah.
think that they would be?
But like, I
invited to
feel
the
like
wedding?
if they were like close friends, like first of all, it wouldn't be a problem, and then
But that's what I think. That's why this person's an ass. Like the
It's just a weird
groom.
stance to take of like, no, the photographer doesn't get to eat.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if they're close friends too, you wouldn't be like, oh, hey, you're a guest, but like, don't be a guest, be the photographer, even though you're a close friend.
I mean, you're right. So I think but I
Yeah.
still think either way. I'm assuming that the photographer always gets food, or at least a break
Yeah,
during
like, I
the
don't know
food
if
time.
that's the situation. Like,
Why would you want pictures during that time, anyways? Like you said, like what are you doing? Like people are eating and you're sitting around taking pictures.
Like if I just hire a random person to be the photographer at the wedding, like am I expected to feed them at the wedding?
Maybe not,
Is that
but-
another plate I have to account for and pay for at the venue?
So maybe sorry. Well, I was gonna say maybe not. Maybe that's also part of their fee already. Is like that includes like food, or at the very least though, then they should be able to then eat food and like go and like
Yeah.
take a break during that time.
a lot of times though, when you hire someone to do like a gig at a thing where like food is being served and stuff, or like if you're at a restaurant or if there's a buffet or something, like that's part of it. Like,
Yeah.
you get a meal. Like if you were at the wedding and you were the band, they'd be like, oh yeah, you guys get to eat.
Yeah, that would be the other thing too. Is like I feel like the band would get like
I
drinks
wouldn't
and stuff.
expect that.
Also,
Access to the bar, yeah, but I wouldn't I wouldn't expect the
Just get-
DJ
No, for the food,
that I'm
I agree
hired.
with
I
that,
wouldn't
yeah.
expect to have to give him a plate.
I get that, but again, I think part of that's probably baked into the price. Like you're paying
Yeah.
already for them, and they just like are getting it. You're not paying like an additional fee
Photographer's a different situation because they're with you all day.
all day. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Also,
So are you nervous about this? You're nervous that this is going to happen to
Oh,
you?
are you gonna do this? Or
no, I mean, I would say absolutely like help yourself to a plate. I don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, that's what you would say, but what would Heather say?
I think Heather would also say that.
I don't know.
You think she's gonna be a bridezilla?
I've seen Heather yell at some photographers.
Have you? Yeah.
She hates photographers.
Also,
don't know.
this photographer mentioned that it was also so it's a super cheap wedding, non-open bar. It sounds like a miserable wedding. It was
Yeah.
at a Legion, American Legion,
That's a
with
disaster.
no AC and like 115-degree weather.
Yeah, fuck that wedding.
Sounds like the worst wedding imaginable, anyways.
Fuck that wedding.
So I think she did the right move just getting out of there. But
Yeah.
deleting the pictures, I think, is a power move, and like, yeah, it's like
bold.
fuck you.
That's bold action right there.
But also, you're only getting paid $250. So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's like, all right, so like,
But you're not even a photographer.
exactly. So it's not going to hurt like your business.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, they're not
you
going to
clearly aren't
They're
gonna
not
be
giving
friends
you a
with
bad
them.
review on Yelp.
Exactly. You're clearly not going to be friends with them, and then you lost out on $250. But who gives a shit? Like,
Life goes on.
yeah. So I think she was justified, and I think that's a strong move. And that guy's the asshole.
I
Yeah.
feel like I would have said I deleted the pictures, but I wouldn't have.
But why would you keep why would you keep them?
Just like in case they get like, I don't know, really upset down the line or try to sue me.
But who-
Like,
Yeah.
But they can't sue you. They didn't have a contract. That was like a friend. It was like, hey, we
you
can do
can
this.
sue people for anything.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have actually deleted them.
I
think I would have
that-
been like, all right, cool, I'm deleting the pictures,
Like, what if
and
you-
then left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm too much of a pussy to do that. I
Yeah.
agree. Like, I don't think I would.
Yeah.
But like, I think her doing it is like the guy can't be mad. Like
Yeah,
you
you go,
fucked
girl.
up. Yeah.
But what if that guy comes back like 2 weeks later and he's like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry about that. I was so stressed out. I was getting married and it was like everything was
it sucks.
going
You
wrong.
saw me
It was
delete the pictures."
115 degrees and we were at the whatever."
I'd still be like, yeah, dude, I was also very hungry and I didn't get to eat.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you'd be like, "Oh," and then you make up, and then you'd be like, "Okay, I do have the pictures." That's better than
That
oh,
would
I
be
actually
better.
deleted them right in
That
front
would
of
be
you.
better.
My
Yeah,
bad.
that's a good surprise. Be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
big, what up?
But that's
And then
everyone.
here's
That's
the
one
pictures.
person at least thinking
Yeah.
like a possible down the line.
Yeah.
But then also, if you sit there, let's say that they don't come in ever apologize or anything like that.
Yeah.
At what point do you delete the
Well, you can
pictures?
just you delete them, or you just don't give it to him. It's the same thing.
But then it's just storage.
Yeah, the whole thing.
You know,
Get rid of the pictures.
storage
at
is
some point.
cheap these days. Get a
Yeah.
hard drive.
The whole thing. It just sounds very like it was like a trashy wedding, and
Oh, absolutely.
very, not great.
I was also surprised that it was the groom that seemed to be like the one, like the big stickler on like, no, you don't get a break.
Sometimes guys can be dicks.
Absolutely. I just usually you hear about it being like the bridezilla, and they're like ones like, this is my wedding, don't touch it.
Yeah.
But like the groom's like, nah, bitch, I'm paying you to be a photographer.
Maybe
You
he
don't
was
get
really
food.
drunk though.
It was at the
that's
dinner
a grim
time.
thing to do. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but he's been drinking
I've
all
seen,
day.
Like the
It's
people,
true, it's
yeah,
possible.
Been drinking
So they see him with the
all
people.
day.
I've seen the people.
You seen him?
I've seen them before.
Yeah. Alex, we appreciate you being on the podcast this week.
Thank you.
We enjoyed having you. We ask all our guests if you have anything that you would like to promote or recommend.
I mean, I already did.
You did promote your
Yeah, you made me do that at the
upcoming album.
beginning.
Yep, that was right off the top. Do you have
Yeah.
anything you want to recommend, though? Anything that you think people should be checking out?
Yeah,
Think
but
about
I don't
it.
know what it is.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Wanna
you
think on
guys
that more?
should. Yeah, you guys should watch Shutter Island.
A 2011 movie
I just watched Shutter Island.
for the first time.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
No way.
That's a good movie.
Like it's a
such a good
week
movie.
ago.
the
It's pretty
first
good.
time.
It's pretty good. It's like, I mean, part of it,
You
it's
just
like,
recommend it.
it's well
okay.
done. It's a well done movie and all that. And it's like kind of surprising. But then if you kind of like think back on the movie that happened beforehand, once you know the ending, you're kind of like, this doesn't make sense really, some of it. And you're like, oh, hey, like the reason they're like, wow, we're going to lobotomize this guy because he's a danger to all the other people on this island. Why don't we just let him have free reign for 2 days? Like, that's the opposite of what doesn't make sense.
I'm trying to help him through it. It's
I understand what they're trying to
spoiler
do.
alert.
It's experimental.
Yeah, spoiler alert for the all the people who haven't seen it.
Yeah, they
My
thought.
bad.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
10
Like
years
me.
later.
Yeah.
I mean, I
2000.
didn't see it until a week ago.
I think it was 11 or was it 09?
I think it was 2000. It was somewhere around there.
2011.
2011.
I think it came out like right before Inception.
Inception would have been
12.
2011.
I thought Inception was 12.
No, because Dark Knight Rises was 2012. Those are both by Christopher
Wait,
Nolan.
why don't we say in 2006?
No, it's not
No,
that
it's
long
definitely
ago.
not that.
I don't know.
No,
I didn't see it the first
it is somewhere
time.
between 2000. It's at the earliest
10.
2008.
2010.
Boom,
Okay. See, that's not that long ago.
boom.
2010. Also, on
up?
just as recommendation goes, people keep talking about Squid Game. Have you watched it?
I am in the middle of season 1.
Okay. So,
It's good.
So,
It's good.
so
Watch it.
I'm watching it. The only thing I want to talk about with this, without giving anything away, are you watching it dubbed or subtitles?
Dubbed.
The people doing the voice acting on the dubbing are the worst fucking actors alive. It is so hard to like get into it enough. Like every time I'm
know.
starting to get into it, there's a random person comes by and they're like, "Huh? You have money? What?" And it's like, "What? Like, be better. Be better."
I don't think the voice acting is bad. I think it's sometimes the script is bad.
No, I disagree. I think that if you watched it with subtitles and you at least heard their voices and like saw how they were doing everything, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
The voices don't match up, and then they just are not good voice actors. And like, so like, there's like one where it's like an old lady, and it's like a kind of a young sounding person too. She's like, "Oh, my family, we're so poor." Like, okay, like they're just bad. I don't understand.
That's what the script is.
But I think,
You know?
but I think when
I don't think that. I think that's
No,
the line
no,
is
no.
bad. It's not the voice
well, there's also
acting.
it's also being translated, but I bet you that if like you hear the person doing it,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be as bad. Like it would kind of come off more natural. I think hearing the voice actor do it with like just the wrong emotion and the wrong sound, you're like, this is bad. This is dumb.
No, I think it's just
It
a
keeps
bad
throwing me
script.
off.
I think it's bad script.
I disagree. Then why would I think the whole
Because
thing,
there's like weird stuff where it's like, why would you say that?
again, I think
And it's not the voice
translation-
actor; it's the script.
I think translation takes a part in that because
I
like,
think it does, yeah,
Because
for
like
sure.
there's probably like it makes sense in like Korean and then it comes to English and it's like,
yeah,
that
but
sounds
it's still
weird.
weird. It's still weird. Good show though. I'm enjoying it.
Did you ever watch Parasite?
Yeah.
Okay, I was
Parasite
gonna say
was
because I know people who like are watching Squid Game, but they never wanted to watch Parasite. I'm like, why? And they're like, well, I don't want to watch it with subtitles or dubbed. It's like, well, you're doing Squid Game.
It's
Yeah.
on my list.
Parasite. Well, so you watch it in 10 years?
But not
Squid Game is just the.
Oh, Squid Game's good.
I
From
hear
what I
Squid Game
watched.
is
I hear a
just
lot of
so
good things.
Yeah.
it's so hyped up that it's like it's the thing everyone's talking about.
There's so many
It's-
memes coming out of it. I had to like watch it.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
have to watch it just to be a part of that zeitgeist of what's going on.
Yeah. Zeitgeist, nice.
Yeah, word of the day.
Nice.
I don't know. I think like once it's hyped up, like Shutter Island.
Yeah, Shutter Island, the
just
most
not
hyped
as
movie
good.
of 2010.
You know, although I rewatched Titanic, and that was actually
3
better
hours
than I
long
remember
that
it
movie
being.
is. That
Titanic
movie's
Shutter Island?
or Shutter
3 hours
Island?
and 14 minutes. Is
Like Titanic?
Titanic?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
that.
Do you know it's like
How long
it's
do you need to show a
interesting-
boat sinking?
Well, here's
Yeah,
the thing. Like
that's
at the
a long
end,
ass
like,
movie.
at the end, it's basically real time. You know.
What?
You know. I watched a YouTube video.
That's already up?
What? I watched a video on YouTube. This is what I'm plugging, I guess.
Like, this is so not Shutter Island anymore.
It's just lost.
Don't watch Shutter Island.
Instead,
Yeah.
watch this video on YouTube.
I watched this video on YouTube.
Dragging at the end here.
Like the Titanic sinking in real time.
Mm-hmm.
And like it actually like for like 2 hours it does nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing happens.
But there's also like the radio communications.
Well, yeah,
like
yeah,
no one's
there's
like,
things
we're
happening.
not,
Well,
we're not.
Have you watched it?
There was a video I watched that was like, it was like the timeline of the Titanic sinking, and it was like for the
Stinking?
first, it gets really stinky. For the first like 2 hours after it hits the iceberg,
Yeah.
there's so much denial of like everything's fine.
Yeah.
Don't even call for help.
Well,
Like if they would have called for help like right away, like
the
the help could have gotten there kind of in time to save more people.
But wouldn't
Well,
the
not
people?
really.
But there's just so much denial of like it's the Titanic. It's
But
the
wouldn't the people
unsinkable
have like
ship.
known like on the bottom that
I
it
don't know. I
had
think that's kind
breached?
of a myth. Yeah. No, so like
And they were telling the people up top, call
they
for
said-
help.
They
And
they
they were
said
like,
not-
they were
they
like,
said
no,
you're
it's not
poor?
that bad.
they
It's not that bad.
immediately stopped, and then they sent people down to like
Yeah,
see the damage,
Mm-hmm.
right?
yeah.
Thomas Andrews goes down and he says, we're fucked.
Thomas Andrews, everyone knows.
Yeah, Thomas Andrews. He goes down and he says, we're fucked. And then they start like venting the boilers and all that shit, and then they're like,
Yeah.
shit, like we gotta get off this.
But there was, from the people like in command, there was a lot of denial
I
of
don't
like,
know
no, it's not
about
that
that.
bad. It's not that bad. We don't have to call for help. It's
Nah,
not that bad.
They were calling for help.
And
pretty
then
immediately.
I think they took a little too long.
What was the point of that cruise ride? Because they weren't they like they were going over, but like it wasn't like a settling thing, and it wasn't like an actual cruise. Because weren't they going across?
They were going,
Yeah.
from
They're
Europe
just
to
going
America.
to New York.
Yeah, but they weren't going for like a purpose, right? Like it's not like they were going to like bring people over there. It was simple, just like, hey,
some people
we're
are
taking
going
to
over
travel. This is a nice ship.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a cruise. Yeah.
Would you rather be in the rich part or the poor part?
What do you think?
No, the poor part seemed like it was more fun. That's where they're doing the Irish
in
jig.
the movie,
in the
like
movie.
Titanic.
Yeah,
I guess that actually is more of a nuanced question than
Yeah.
I initially thought.
yeah. I'm saying like it seemed like it was more fun in the.
That's sort of like
poor
what
part.
the movie's all about.
Eric
Is
wanted
like
to end this podcast.
is the
I
like
didn't expect there to be a long
trapped-
Titanic talk at the end of this
trapped in
podcast.
high
why
society.
didn't you expect that?
It was looking so good time wise, and now it's.
I can't believe you wouldn't have expected it.
What time are we at right now?
We're over an hour now.
That's way too long. No,
Cut it.
but
Well, we
yeah.
can take out like
No,
5 minutes
honestly,
of just.
now that you say
laughing.
that, I feel
I'll
like
put like it's an extended version.
okay. Are we
A
saying
long
though,
Titanic.
Are we saying that
Titanic
the
breakdown.
ship still crashes though? And sinks?
No,
because
we'll
I
say-
feel
we'll
like you
say-
had a much
yeah.
better chance in
So
first
no, we'll
class.
say that it's
Although
a
we're
successful
men.
voyage.
We're men, so we die.
Yeah, but rich men were on
Some of
before
them.
poor women.
like Billy Zane. You look like Billy Zane.
I'm gonna edit that out.
You can't edit.
I'm gonna pepper it in. Like
No, there
I
was-
should.
There was also talk because there was confusion with the lifeboats going out that some of the first lifeboats that went out were not full.
Yeah, like most of them. It was
Yeah.
Lightoller.
What?
That guy. He kept.
Why do you keep giving names of people on the ship like anyone
Yeah,
Just
knows?
watch
yeah.
the video. But
no one knows who
now.
Light
So some
Holder
dude
is.
was like, just like he took like the women and children thing like super literally, and he's like, I can't find any women and children. Just launch this thing with 12 people.
Oh, that's dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, and they could have held like 35.
Yeah, that's.
It was
very
like
dumb.
65.
Oh yeah. It was really bad.
So it was like
a lot of those
12
boats
on
went out and they were
65.
just like
Towards
empty.
the end. They started doing it because like
Oh, like hey, we can
because
save some people.
Yeah, actually, hey, let's put
Thomas
people on these boats.
Andrews.
Meanwhile, Leo
came out
and
and
Rose
said
were on
it.
a door.
They
Yeah.
get dramatic.
Wow, doors.
Also,
And they did Mythbusters and found out that like, man, based on the size of that thing from the movie, it could have fit Leo.
I know. Well, I think you could watch that and realize it could have
Well,
fit Leo.
Yeah.
She's actually a bitch, really.
Whoa.
But
Rose, yeah, she was a bitch. I'm saying it now.
There are moments
Bitch.
where
Wow.
like I feel like he was sort of in it for the money. Cause like
Who? Leo?
yeah. Jack,
Like using the money of like doing the movie or like
No,
the
Jack.
the
The
character
character
Jack?
Jack was in it for the
What
money.
money?
probably both.
He was working, wasn't he?
No, he was there. He was in the poor part. He barely could afford a ticket.
Yeah.
And then he's saying he's in the money because Rose was rich.
I'm just saying, like, I understand it more now after rewatching the movie,
I
but
haven't
for a
seen the
while
movie in
I
a
was
long
kind of
time.
like, what does he see in her? Like she wasn't great. But there's a lot of cuts. There's a lot of cuts of like, oh, they've been talking for like 8 hours. So I think it's like a lot of that's hidden in there.
breakdown of Rose and Jack's relationship.
We asked, what did you want to talk about before we started?
I didn't want to talk about the Titanic.
Come on, Eric.
Obviously you
Eric,
did.
again, though,
It's
you know,
on your mind.
Eric, you know that getting a topic ahead of time is impossible. It has to just come organically.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about it for hours.
Why would I talk about Titanic as a movie from 1997?
Yeah, he talks about Shutter Island, a movie from 2010.
It's much newer.
Yeah.
Your recommendation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
11-year-old movie.
If anyone's seen Superbad, super good movie.
Superbad. I saw Superbad without knowing what it was about at all.
How?
Like I got a voucher, like a free pre-screening voucher.
What's going on? Where's this conversation going? How do we...
I got like a pre-screening voucher
Can we get out of
to
this?
see Superbad, and it was the best way to see it because you didn't know what to expect.
There was no commercial, like no previews?
No, it was before the commercials, and they were like, "Well, maybe it wasn't," but I didn't see the commercials. And then someone just gave me a voucher, and they're like, "Hey, I got these vouchers. Do you want to see this movie called Superbad?"
Is this when you worked at the movie theater?
No, I didn't work at the movie theater. Just everyone I dated. Up to a point.
Up to a point.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I never worked at the movie theater.
No, you never did.
Just McDonald's.
How'd you get these vouchers?
It's some girl had them. It wasn't three. She didn't work at a movie theater. I think her dad was rich.
Just had movie vouchers?
Maybe they just got handed out.
I don't know.
Someone's got to be at these screenings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's true.
So
Why not you?
Yeah, you got to give vouchers out.
Did you have to take a survey at the end?
No, I just watched the movie.
Maybe
they
ask
were-
you any
I
questions?
think it was like a projector thing. They had to make sure the projectors were.
Yeah, test this projector. Come watch this movie.
Episode 74 of A Pizza My Life is in the books. Alex, thank you so much
Yeah.
for joining us this week.
I think
guys-
this was much better than the first episode with Alex on.
Yeah, that one was
The
a
first
real
episode with
stinker.
Alex was like, I think our longest episode we ever did. It was like an hour 40 minutes.
Yes, but it was,
Was it
also
really?
but it was also a lot of Alex just not
so
saying
long.
anything.
Yeah. See, I wasn't. You can't blame me on that one for running long, for getting off topic.
I mean, I'm sure you did, but
I mean, I probably did at one point, but like it was, you couldn't. No one could hear me.
Make sure you guys follow us,
And listen to Shoes Guy,
like and subscribe
but not
on
until
YouTube.
not until Q1 of 2022.
We are on Facebook. We are also on Twitter at
why did you say
APML
Twitter
Pod.
so weird?
Twitter.
Yeah.
You ever see that clip from is Jean-Claude Van Damme as his first tweet?
Wait, what?
No.
On Twitter. It's
No.
one of my favorite things. He joined Twitter and he posted a video, and this was his first tweet. He just goes, Twitter.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Look it
Did
up.
the splits between the two semis.
We are on Instagram at A Pizza
was
My
cool.
Life
I think it was
Pod.
Super Bowl commercial.
To Enya or something?
I don't know about that.
You can email
Wasn't
us
it
I
Enya?
don't know. Was it a commercial
I
for
think it
it?
was Enya.
at apmlpod@gmail.com.
Volvo.
We did it for a commercial, for a car commercial.
Yeah, was it Volvo?
Truck.
I don't remember what it was. Maybe
Was
it
it
was
two
Volvo.
semis?
I want to say it was Volvo.
Feels like a Doritos commercial.
Thank you guys for listening.
Wow.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Brendan Fraser.